Hi, I'm Kelly Collins with GT Celebration. I just want to let you in on a little fun time that I used to have. Andy Pilgrim here used to be my teammate at Factory Corvette from 1999 to 2003. He's actually running at GT Celebration right now, and so we're here to just catch up, and you can listen in to our conversation. How you been, Andy?
I've been doing well, Kelly. It's just a whole throwback time coming here and seeing you here, man. It's a fun series, really fun series. Very much enjoying it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
We've been on and off over the years. Our paths keep crossing, whether we do Corvette programs or you come here this season, and it's been a fun 20 years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, going back to the Porsche times, you were running with Porsche, and I was running with Porsche up to like 1999 a little bit, and then the Corvette program crossed over, and then Doug Feehan said, do you know anyone who's really a hysterical guy that maybe can drive a race car? I said, oh, Kelly Collins, funniest guy in the paddock.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That was it.
And he could drive the stuff out of things as well. So, and that's how it started for us. I mean, back in 1999.
Yeah. So now I'm with GT Celebration, and what brings you here? What was the intrigue?
A phone call from a year ago. I've been doing some, different racings since. I mean, the last GM contract I had was like 2018 with the Camaro program with Lawson Aschenbach, and I've been running like bits of GT3s and GT4 stuff in the meantime, just for fun stuff.
Yeah.
Tony Bartone called me, a friend of mine for almost 30 years. He said his son is interested in drag racer for years. NHRA still owns a drag race team. And he said, hey, Anthony, his son, might want to learn some racing stuff. Don't know if he's any good, got any talent. And he sent him to me to do some stuff at the NCM Motorsports Park for a couple of days. Lo and behold, 4 days of sort of coaching and looking at him, I said, Tony, he's got some talent. And lo and behold, a year later, here we are with some GT4 cars. And,
fantastic.
And Anthony's doing great. And your series is perfect for somebody like Anthony.
Right.
There's lots of cars to race against, and you're going to good tracks. So I'm having fun with Anthony.
Yeah.
Tony, of course, says, oh, I'll get a car for Andy. I'll get a car for Anthony, and they can both race.
Yeah, it's kind of a turkey shoot, but it's good to see you out here driving.
Yeah,
I mean, and your
great.
driving style's always been flawless anyways. I mean, it's compared to everybody else. I mean, it's fast and smooth, and that's what's really, it's good to see you like when we used to race.
You're very kind, but it's to have two cars really helps, because I can pull Anthony around, and at some point he's got to show me around, and that'll be fine. That's my job, make him faster than me.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
We enjoy the fact that you're here. You're kind of a celebrity with everybody. You got to make it to the drivers' meetings on time. But other than that, you're doing a great job coaching Anthony, and we appreciate you, saying a little word about the series. And there is a lot of track time too that this series gives. And
no doubt, we've done. I mean, I look like a tomato at this point. But the bottom line is we just got to add practice too. There's 4 practices before qualifying, and again, for somebody who's learning a track like my teammate here. It's a perfect series. It's really, really good, and the numbers of cars, keep getting more and more. And we like that. We don't mind where we end up. We just want people to race against. So your series is growing, and I'm happy to see that.
That's awesome. One of the neat things too about you, Andy, being here in the series is that I'm the sporting director for GT Celebration, and my job is to be like the series coach, and people can come to me, or I can go to them, and I'm kind of like a little bit of the authority and police and work with the chief steward and all that kind of stuff. But having you here as well, people get to see, you're still flying in a race car. You have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot to tell people, and if they want to, they can come up and ask you, and you're an open book. I mean, and there's a lot to learn from us older guys. I know that sounds really weird saying that, but we were there 20 and 30 and 35 years ago, and now we're the more the Yoda per se.
Yeah, and I think your experience and my experience and other people you've got in this paddock, we are not just open books. Yes, we are open books, but we are the types of approachable people that you can come to. And I've had guys come to say, hey, Andy, blah, blah, I followed you around a little bit. I'm not going to run offline and show you the wrong line. I'm here to help my students.
Sure.
And I'm also going to help other people. And people come up and say, oh, it was fun running with you. It was great running with you. I have history. They're excited about it. And I'm not going to run them off the road. And I don't mind if they pass me. The bottom line is we're here to learn. And I think it's always been a pleasure for me to have, coaching. I mean, I teach traffic safety to kids, parents and kids for years.
You've been doing that
forever. So giving back, I guess, giving back a little bit of information is just something that it's very rewarding.
Sure.
And there's no such thing as a stupid question.
Right.
Just ask the question.
Yeah.
I won't make you feel stupid about it.
One of the things I think that's the most rewarding is because you and I came from when we were ABS. We were the synchros and the gearbox, heel and toe, H pattern shifting. We were the ones that couldn't downshift too soon, or the engine would over rev and we'd float a valve and you're fired. We were the actual conduit between the car and the steering wheel and what the input was. And now younger people, to me, I joke about it, but it's so easy. It's like a video game. Like people, they practice this track here at Virginia on a simulator, and then they got out of the car today, and they're like, "Well, we didn't know it had all this elevation change." I think one of the greatest things that we can teach them is patience, driving with finesse. And just because they can hit the brakes as hard as they can and they can't lock up a tire, or they go faster and then they go slower and it doesn't over-rev the engine, or the engine and the equipment is so good, you can teach them how to be smooth instead of rough. And I think that's what you and I still bring to the table that makes a difference. And I was watching you out there today and watching everybody else twitching, and I'm watching your visual speed as you go through a corner and your car's not moving, nothing's happening. And I know how you drive, and you're very smooth, and everybody else could actually learn from that as well. I mean, every once in a while, when I used to teach surfing, I'd take people out and never even put them on a board, just have them watch what's going on. And a lot of people can learn from that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good information. So now there's going to be about 100 people coming up and asking you for information.
Asking us stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just going to point, Kelly knows.
That's right. We could probably sit here for a whole hour and talk about Corvette stories, half of which we could probably never even discuss, or it would embarrass Andy so much. But I was kind of the goofball on the team. But anyways, it's great to have you here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we plan on coming back for sure.
Take care. And there you have it, Andy Pilgrim.